So, what do you do on a cold, snowy day in Ohio? Well, you come up with a project to do. So I decided that I wanted to get back into dual sport bikes, and so I ended up getting me a DR 250 the other day. Now, bones are good, but it needs a little work. One of the things is they put these little short turn signals on. I think we're going to go back to a more traditional turn signal. Probably take these lights off. I don't really need them. I'm riding during the day most of the time. We're going to have to get some new control levers, and the throttle tube is a little short, so we'll just get some grips and new throttle tube for it. All in all, the bike is in good shape. It just needs a little love. Some bolts sticking out here we're going to have to take off, and it's going to need some back brakes. I looked at them earlier. It's got some luxury items here, cigarette lighter, and I think this is for them headlights. I think all that's going to come off because I'm going to be riding it in the mud and stuff, and that's probably not good for that. The seat, yeah, gonna have to get a new cover for the seat. The back of it's got the little turn signals. We'll get the bigger ones for it. And somebody did a custom fender thing. I think we're going to leave that for now and see what we can do with it. The tires and everything, like I said, on this are in really good shape. The only other thing that I wasn't sure about was all this baling wire that I found. And once I got to looking, the chain guide down here is broke in the front, so we're gonna have to get that and replaced. So again, over here, I think they had these in for passenger foot pegs. The bike is not in bad shape. I mean, the bones are good, and that's the important thing. So this bike does run. It runs pretty good. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to do a complete service and on the motor, do the valves, oil change, and everything else that needs to be done on it. We know we need to put back brakes on it, and of course we got a lot of stuff up on the front. I guess the thing we need to do is get some parts ordered for it. The next step of the project is going to be to strip it down, get the seat, the tank, side plastics and everything off of it, and we're going to start cleaning it up and getting rid of the extra stuff that's on there that we don't want on there. So stay tuned, and we'll see how that goes. So back in the late 80s, 90s, I actually used to work at a motorcycle shop, and I actually worked on these. This is in 1993, and this was definitely something that I would have worked on. A lot of people asked me when I got it, they said, well, why did you get the 250? Why didn't you get the 350? Well, I've rode them both. The 350 does have a little more power, but the 250 has a lower ratio gearbox in it. And I'm going to do a lot more off-road riding than I am on-the-road riding. So the lower ratios works out good for off-road riding. The 350 first gear is kind of high in it, so when you get off the road, it's you got to use the clutch a lot more to get going, and when you get into technical stuff. So that was one of the reasons I went with the 250.